Hello, welcome to this video. This is the trade setup and market view for the week starting 10th of May 2021. All right, so first of all, this is going to be a truncated week. Thursday is a holiday, so weekly expiry will be on Wednesday. All right, so the weekly chart, you can see Nifty was actually having the risk of breaking down below the 20-week moving average, but it sustained above. And the previous week, what has happened is it is opened lower and it is closed almost near the weekly highs and formed a long bullish candle. So it was a positive sign. Also, the weekly RSI is also above 60. So on the larger time frame, things are looking good. There's no threat of a major fall from here, right? So let's look at the daily chart also to get a near-term perspective, right? So let me zoom this in. Okay, so Nifty formed a doji on Friday, so there is no clear market direction, right? But there is a chance of it moving higher, at least in the near term, where we can test higher levels. So it looks like we will, just like a V-shaped, U-shaped recovery, where we should retest the previous high. It's around 15,000 odd levels, right? So that should be done on Monday, right? But the question is, where do we go from there? So are we going to sustain the momentum and move higher, or are we going to come down, right? So let's have some view on that. See, if you look at the last few weeks, this is the first attempt to break out above 15,000. This is the second attempt. This is the third attempt to break out, right? So this is definitely a very strong resistance zone to work with, right? Now, there is a chance that we may even break out, and if that happens, we can test 15,300, 250 to 300 is also possible. And if it reverses, we will test 20 DMA, the immediate support at 14,600, which will be a fresh buying opportunity here, right? So we're at a very crucial stage. So if you're carrying long positions, uh, my view is there is a possibility of profit booking here, right? So which means we will, if we open, say, gap up somewhere here, there could be profit booking, and we can see a slide, at least in the beginning, right, towards 14,900 to 800, right, where we closed, say, Thursday's, sorry, the Friday's high was around 14,823. So any dip towards 14,800, I would look at fresh buying opportunity. If you're carrying longs, try to book your profits at market open itself, and or if we open somewhere near 14,950 to 900, we might see a test of 15,000, right? So it depends on where we open exactly, and then we can take call. But anywhere between 15,000 to 15,050, I would look to book profits and see if it sustains. If at all it sustains the breakout, there could be short covering. No, another 200, 300 points is possible. That's one scenario, right? So we have to see how it plays out. So as of now, we can stay long. In fact, we are carrying some long positions. So that's something which we can see. We can book profits and see where it goes. That's the view on Nifty. Let's come to the Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty actually had a good opening on Friday, but it could not sustain above 33,000, which is acting as a very strong resistance zone, right? So we have to see, again, we can expect a gap up. So anything above 33,200 to 300, I will be a buyer in Bank Nifty. And next targets are 33,700 to 34,000, right? So let me just uh, that's the rally which I'm expecting. If at all, if you open and sustain above this level, but Bank Nifty seems the weaker index, right? So even though Nifty was doing pretty well, backed by metals and a few other sectors, even pharma was doing pretty well, but banking index is underperforming. So only if Bank Nifty sustains above 33,200, 300, we can see Nifty also going above 15,000. Otherwise, there could be another reversal, and there could be more fall. Sorry, I'll just move this. So that's the way I'm looking at Bank Nifty. So I will be a buyer in the Nifty, but if Bank Nifty tends to turn weak, then I will try to short the Bank Nifty. Anything below 30,000 is a good shorting opportunity, and we can expect further fall towards 32,400 zones. This kind of a fall could be possible. There's a very strong support at 20 DMA at 32,300, right, which would be fresh buying opportunity. Because this up move seems to be a little weak, in my opinion. We had a strong fall, but you can see this kind of move on the upside is getting weaker. Momentum is not there to take it higher, unless there is short covering above this, which can go up to 34,000, right? So we have to see after opening where it sustains above that or not. This is a question mark. So we have to wait and see how it plays out. As of now, I would be a little cautious on banking and financials. If I'm a buyer, I would look to buy more in metals and pharma or IT, but I would try to avoid buying into banking and financials. That's my view. So let's look at the FII data. FIIs were mostly on the selling side last week, except for one day. They were selling, right? DIs bought more on Friday. That's what kept the market higher, backed by HDFC results. Otherwise, we could have seen some more decline on Friday, but it is good that that did not happen. So let's look at the US markets. See, US markets, what in S&P 500, what's happened is we can see it was staying in a narrow range for most part of the last 2 weeks, right? Right now, it is having a breakout above the range somewhere here, right? So there is a possibility that it may even go higher, right? Or it may consolidate and stay sideways in this range. So that's entirely possible. Unless it breaks a Friday's low, there's not much possibility of US markets falling much. It was the same thing with Dow Jones also uh, at record highs, right? Okay, let me not go into Dow Jones. Let me look at SGX Nifty. You can see it is also close, almost near 15,000. So depending on where it opens, we can expect between 14,950 to 15,000 could be the range where we can expect opening. And from there, there could be some selling pressure. So that's my view. I'll prefer to book my profits if we have a gap up and then take a fresh call based on price action. Right. So in terms of sectoral performance, let me look at the metals index. That's where a lot of action is happening. So in fact, the previous week, we had identified a breakout. I had mentioned this to my clients also. You can see here, there was a range breakout, like ascending triangle breakout, which happened post this kind of a move that we got, right? You can see almost 16-17% move that we got in metals. So we actually made good profits in stocks like Tata Steel, JSW Steel, SAIL. SAIL was one of my multi-bagger calls. We identified the pattern around 90 levels, and right now it's at 145. We're expecting around I think 155 to 170 is possible in SAIL. And Tata Steel, there's no stopping, and we have taken multiple trades. We keep booking profits at regular intervals, and we keep re-entering. Or you can also keep trailing your stops if you're an investor. So that is my view on metals. So I think the rally is still not over. Definitely, there is more upside. Any kind of dips you get in metals, just keep adding long positions, right? And then let's look at a few of the stocks which we identified. One was Coforge, which gave a big move post the results, right? So we had a modest target of around 32 to 100. We booked profits here, but it gave an amazing rally. It's still high. So any kind of dips to this level, 3200, will still be a buying opportunity in Coforge. And one of the other stocks, my high conviction calls was on Lupin. So Lupin had a big breakout, multi-year breakout here, and I think there is more upside. Any kind of dips, as of now, probably you can wait for more dips to come. If at all we get around say 1160 to 1180 levels, look to buy into it. As of now, it's outside the Bollinger Band and forming a shooting star pattern, some profit booking here. So any kind of retracement to this level, I'll be a buyer and expecting to go much higher. So my next targets on Lupin is around 1300 to 1350. So that's my positional target on Lupin. So these